religion?
Muslim.
Muslim.
Yeah. What about you? Where are you from? Where are you from?
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, you, bro. Where are you from?
I'm a goddess from Mexico City.
You're a goddess?
Goddess.
You look like a guy, bro.
Goddess.
But that's a woman.
Like who I am.
All right, I'm just confused.
I'm a goddess from Mexico.
So you're a female god from Mexico. All right. So as a goddess, you know everything? Yeah? So you know everything. Where was I born? I don't think you're a goddess or a god, right? Because if you're a god, you know everything, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you're a creation of God, like a human being? How's that?
I don't know.
Does that make sense?
So what do you mean? Yeah.
All right, come on.
Órale. What do you think about that?
You were born at 2:45 in the morning.
I was not. I mean, I have my birth certificate. I was not born at 2:45 a.m. Where was I born? What city?
Dubai.
Huh? Dubai? I was not born in Dubai, bro. You're not a goddess or a god, right? You're a human being. You're a creation of God. I get that. I believe there's one God. What do you think about that? You believe there's one God?
Yes.
All right, good. And I believe that God created all of us as creations of God. No?
Your mistake is.
Oh, what's my mistake? Tell me.
It was one God
Okay, one God. Good. We agree.
that created me.
That same God created all of us.
I know your religion,
Okay, good.
and I know who you worship.
I worship the one God. How you doing, bro?
Your name?
I don't. Who do I? Othman.
No, you guys don't.
Okay, who do we worship? Othman.
That's a hard name.
Othman. It's easy, like Guzman. Yeah, Uzman. Guzman came from Uzman. So who do we worship? Who do we worship?
Study it.
I have.
Study it.
I've been studying Islam since 1995. Yeah.
Our religion.
I'll tell you guys one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bad motherfucking bitch.
This is my last
Are
goal.
you?
This is my last goal.
So you're not a goddess, though, right?
I'm a goddess.
I don't think so, because you didn't know where I was born, so you don't know everything.
No.
Go ahead. What are you saying?
I want to become a fucking millionaire.
You want to be a millionaire?
Okay.
I want to open schools,
Nice.
free tuition.
Nice.
I'm a goddess.
Teach everything that.
You're not.
What happened to you?
Hey.
3 years old.
When I was 2 years old, nothing.
That's why we're here.
Nothing happened to me when I was 3 years old. I was a 3-year-old. What happened to you when you were 3 years old? Nothing? So you're not a goddess because you don't know where I was born, when I was born, what time I was born. So only God knows everything.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, the difference.
Yes.
Your religion, my religion.
What?
My goddess. I have the crown, diamonds in the skies.
Right, but if you're a goddess, you would know everything and you don't.
Worship 6 feet below.
No, we worship the one above the skies.
A little bit in high school, you know.
Nice.
Religion and shit.
Yeah.
We kind of tapped into a little bit of everything.
So what do you believe? You believe there's a God?
Man, I do believe that there's a God, but I'm not very religious, bro. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but you do believe there's a God, right?
do.
So
Yeah.
so Muslims believe in one God, right?
Yeah.
We don't worship Jesus. We don't worship Abraham. We don't worship Muhammad. We say peace be upon them. We love them as prophets, but they were human beings,
Yeah.
right? Like Jesus, he was saying to God, "Take this cup away from me." Like he didn't want to get crucified, but he said, "It's not my will, it's your will," right?
Yeah.
So if you're God, then it's your will. It's you. Nobody's will is above that of God, right? So we believe Jesus is a prophet of God. He brought a message from God. Don't kill, don't steal, but we don't worship him. Make sense?
Yeah.
Right? We believe that there's one God that created everything, that created you, that created me. Throughout your life, there have been times that you've come close to death, right?
Yeah.
But God protected you, right? That God that you prayed to when you were in need, that's the one God that we worship, right? We believe that God sent people like Abraham, Jesus, Muhammad, peace be upon them, to guide us towards right and wrong, not to be worshipped, right? Like if you look in the Bible, there's the Christian Bible, right?
Yeah.
In Acts 3:13, right? It says, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of our fathers, glorified his servant Jesus. So Jesus in the Bible is called the servant of God. But see, the church got it twisted. They started worshiping Jesus, right?
Yeah.
But we as Muslims, we love Jesus, but we don't worship him. We love Abraham, but we don't worship him. We love Muhammad, but we don't worship him. We say peace be upon all of them. We love them, but we worship the one God that Jesus worshipped. That makes sense to you?
Complete sense.
What's your name, bro?
Luis, man.
Luis, you're about to be Muslim, man. I got you. Where's my backpack? You have is that mine? Can you give me the Quran from it? So this is the Quran, and you already got one too, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up some verses. You open them with me, yeah? This is Surah Anbiya, which is the 21st chapter, in the 33rd verse, right? So we're going to do it with mine and yours together. So let me see it. See? 21, 33. Check it, right? I'll read it and you check it with me, right? And it is he who made the sky, and it is he who created the night and the day and the sun and the moon. All the heavenly bodies in an orbit are the swimming, right? Now think about this. All the planets being in an orbit. How would a man named Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, more than 1400 years ago, have known that even the sun has an orbit? Right? Like the orbit of the moon, you can't, like when you see the moon go across the sky, that's not the orbit of the moon, that's the rotation of the earth. When you see the sun go across the sky, that's the earth rotating, right? That's what scientists tell us.
Yeah.
The orbit of the moon is very slow. It goes around the earth, right? According to what scientists tell us. And the earth going around the sun. And the sun having an orbit where it goes around the center of the universe. That's something that could not have been known by somebody at that time. They didn't have that technology. Right? So how did he get this information? We believe this is from God. Right?
Yeah.
Now, check this out. In the Quran, Surah Mu'minun, right? This is the 23rd chapter, right? Here in the 14th verse, it says, and we made the sperm drop into a clinging clot, and then made the clot into a lump. And then we made from the lump bones, and we covered the bones with flesh. Then we developed him into another creation. Now that development of the human embryo becoming a clinging clot, and then the bones, and then the flesh coming around, there is no way with the technology that was available in 6th century Arabia that a man named Muhammad could have known what happens inside the womb of a woman. You feel me?
Yeah.
So these show this is a miraculous book, a book from God, right? So as Muslims, we believe that there's only one God, and we believe that God sent the Quran to the Prophet Muhammad, like he had sent the revelation called the Injil to Jesus, had revealed the Zabur to David, the Torah to Moses. In that tradition, the last testament is that Quran. Make sense, Luis? All right, bro. You're going to be Muslim, bro. Let's do this. So, say it with me. I bear witness.
I bear witness.
There is none worthy of worship.
There is none worthy of worship.
Except Allah.
Except Allah.
And I bear witness.
And I bear witness.
That Muhammad.
That Muhammad.
Is a servant.
Is a servant.
And messenger of Allah.
A messenger of Allah.
Allahu Akbar. It's amazing, bro. See, you had it in there. I saw you from over there. Allah brought you here.
I know, bro. I've been feeling a calling. You know, I want to learn.
Subhanallah. See, I'm from San Diego. I'm from Cali. Allah brought me here for you today.